Yo, this your boy Kidding Man right here in the building with exclusive zones. You already know, Alumni. Ooh. Really the biggest thing for me was, I was so used to dropping the first mixtape and then doing 50,000 downloads first day, and then dropping the second mixtape and do 150, dropping the third one and do 200,000, 200,000. So it was like, I was so used to everything gradually going up, and I had just got into not being satisfied enough with just consistent, like, stableness. Like, I like to be going up and up and up and not really sit in the same position. And after having such a successful independent album, released with the 20K the first week and still selling now over hundreds, thousands, it's like, how could we take it to the next level without repeating the same year over again? And it's still seeming brand new to the fans that we already had, and feeling like the momentum was right more than anything, and it was just perfect timing. And that's why it's kept going. I feel like we haven't definitely slowed or died down. Everything's just been moving up since then, and that was really the plan.
You were just in the studio with Pharrell, man.
Yeah, man.
So what was that situation like? What was you cooking up in there, man?
Really, man, it was dope. I went into this. First of all, I was mad because I was already late to the session. I don't think anybody else even knows this. I was an hour late to the session, and I was already dying. Like, yo, this is your first time you get to meet Pharrell. This is like somebody you've looked up to, and you're an hour late. So not only did it, it was cool because I showed up in the process of making a beat for me. So I got to actually go in before he finished the beat, see him make the beat, and then he actually started on the second one right after that. So I got to see the process from beginning to end of Pharrell making this record. And it was crazy because he's making a beat and everybody in there is like, Stone, look. And then he's like, yo, y'all not messing with this? What's going on? Everybody's so chill. And I'm like, nah, man, it's just we watching, it's why I like watching a Fade to Black DVD where you're just like, yo, this is really, this is dope. You get to see the process and everything like that. It was just something that a lot of people don't get to see, so it was really cool.
I heard something about you and Alicia Keys. I don't know.
Well, we're label mates.
Okay.
So my biggest thing is, I've always been a fan and just been a fan of really big hooks from female singers, and not only her being a label mate, just me being a fan of her always just growing up. It was like, that's one of those artists that I feel like is at the, top that I would love to work with, and I've been starting to write demos just to present to, I have some records that I feel like, if we actually get the chance to sit down and collab, that might be, something great.
You got records on deck with Alicia Keys.
I got records, man. I'm trying to get records. That's the thing, I've been trying to get back into my writing a little bit more and just writing for other people and getting that out there, that I don't just write records for myself and that other people aren't writing records for me. So it's like, I have a different, pen side, aside from the hip hop, that I feel like I can expose out there too.
Okay, right. Real quick, because I see in the corner, I was paying, but we got the alumni hats, everybody got the alumni hats. Describe that movement, that team to me, man. What's going on with that alumni?
The alumni team, man, really is, our goal is to really just show people, if you work hard, what could happen in this in so many different areas, just as far as, me as an artist, the clothing line we have photographers, we have Alex Nazari, who's been working with us since the beginning of shoots. He shot all my videos, and then now he shoots, half the videos you see on MTV, and, it's really just all from us working and grinding and trying to outwork each other at the same time. And I feel like that's just something that, my fans respect and comes across, is just far as just that independent movement is just something that's really, a part of Alumni, and just being able to be, what you want to be in regular and take it there if you really just want to, The most craziest stuff happens overseas, really. That's where, because, the fans out there are just a little bit more just ready to have fun. They don't feel like they'll ever see you again. The craziest stories, in Europe, the craziest thing that was not normal to me was I used to always think groupies really get on the bus and just go on the road, and they'll really get on the bus and just go on the road. And I've never been like, how do you just get on the bus and just, and then leave and go to a train station or something like that later. So my friends definitely had a lot of fun. I think my friends had the most craziest stories, that I could think of. I'm trying to think of, besides just getting the bus, you know, rocked and fans jumping over fences and stuff. That kind of stuff is what happens in overseas. And then, you know, we just turn up. I'm trying to think of some stories without telling on anybody. That's what it really is. The single, man, like I said, it's hitting a different, you know, it's hitting more of the urban side and the streets a little harder than my other records did, which was more mainstream. And you know, that's exactly what I wanted when I had the record and got it together. Not saying that it was even the best record I felt like I had, more so than, or just my personal favorite, more so than I felt like it was the right timing for that record, and it was something that I needed to get off my chest more than anything, including with, you know, the mixtape I had put it on Rocket Ship Shorty, which was more street directed mixtape. I knew that that was such a big record, and when I looked at the response from the fans, I was able to show like the label and everyone like, yo, this is big, let's take it to the next level and put some features on it, because you know, I just gave them a taste of it on the mixtape real quick. So pretty much linked up with Meek just off of GP of, you know, us already working together prior, and then the fans asking me, you know, when are you guys gonna get a new record together? It's been like 2 years, so it was just like that right timing to go, yo, this Meek fits perfect, you know what I'm saying? I always make sure the record has to fit perfect for the artist. I don't want to just give them something that's too left that, you know, doesn't fit their voice or nothing like that. And it just fits so perfect, just even freestyling it over him, you know, trying to gimmick it. So when I sent it to him, he came out to LA, got it done, you know, and then trying to take it to the next level without taking away from me seeming like, yo, he got these features on the record, it's not even his record, or we don't even like, I don't even know him, or blah, blah, blah. I tried to keep it, you know, within that camp, because they've already showed respect, but it was still something brand new to never have worked with Wale or be just an interaction with him. So when I reached out, you know, I already knew they were familiar just because of the rest of the team. So when I reached out to him, he really was like, yo, I really want to hop on this record, and he got it done in 2 days. It showed a lot of, you know, just respect from him and just how organic the record was and the vibe for it. And they even both used the "I'm the man of the hour" in the beginning of their verses without me having to say it, because it was just, you know, a good vibe, you know.
I mean, that Flex tape just dropped.
Yeah, man, shout out Flex.
Listen, I mean, I'm telling you right now, that track that you got on there, that shit is hard. I'm not just saying that because I'm in front of you. Yeah, I got that shit in my car right now, my playlist. I'm not even lying, so that shit is hard. So, yeah. I mean, how did that come about? I mean, what happened with that, the sample, everything? Just talk about that record.
Well, that right there was produced by the same producers, Badass. Shout out Devin Cruz. And pretty much, you know, I was just collabing with we got word of just the Flex tape and the vibe he was trying to go for, and it was more of like a 90s vibe on like the beats and stuff. So I remember just sitting down with my dude and conversating like, yo, you know, it's I feel like it's enough time, you know, where a lot of the songs that we grew up on in the 90s and stuff could just be, you know, we could revamp them, resample them, you know, keep some people on the hook and you know what I'm saying, revive some records. And it was about like 3 records we went through, and that being one of them. And you know what I'm saying, after talking about it, he had it done the next day, and I had the record done that day, and pretty much, you know, we just went from there. It was just an automatic vibe. Like, it was everything that it needed to be, and it was perfect for not only, you know, for just getting that sound across and for the Flex tape, but just for out here in general. I felt like, you know, me knowing I'm gonna be out here pretty soon, I need to hit this market hard with that, you know, bust the sample was something that was, I felt like hit the city hard out here too.
Now, I've been a couple of kidding shows. I mean, I've been to one of them, definitely up here, but yeah. I mean, it gets crazy. I know it gets crazy. Last time it was like water's flying. I got hit with a bottle. Shakes everywhere. So what can people expect when they go to a kidding show? You let them know.
Yeah, man, a kidding show is definitely the complete opposite of this. It's no sitting down, no rest moment. Like, I don't even really drink water. It's so concentrating on just going in. So definitely expect high energy, man. Expect me to just act just as wild as the crowds, and you know, that's really what I feed off, the energy of the crowd. When they're hype, I get hype. When they're not hype, I'm even hyper to get them hype and make them understand, you know what I'm saying, why we're here. So definitely expect fun, man. Like you said, water, chicks passing out, climbing over stuff. I don't know, I gotta see how the stage looks with this barricades and stuff. We gotta really see how it is, but I'll be jumping on speakers, looking like I'm gonna hurt myself.
Need barricades.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes with the show. But the one thing you won't see is me crowd surfing. Besides that, you know, we're gonna have everything else